Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Whyte.
I'm Allan.
And this is a big Munchie box between us.
Aye.
You have to excuse us, but we're quite hungry, and whilst we talk today we're going to be enjoying this, so sorry.
We're not going to talk while we're eating.
Well, I can't promise that.
Aye, fair point, very fair point. If you eat, I might tune and eat at the same time. It's poor, but we're Scottish, you know, if we allow it. Well, I'd like first to apologise for being late today. I was late, I was told to be here by 6 PM. It's currently 10 past 7. I've done myself a disservice there.
Yeah.
However, I made up for it bringing this delightful Munchie box with me, so...
Yeah, you know, I'm just saying, if any of your friends makes up something to you by bringing this, then, you know, well and truly forgiven.
Aye.
And your space if you are sponsors, you know, you're welcome to.
We're here, we're ready, we're waiting for the sponsorship.
I will happily eat a Munchie box on every single podcast if they supply it.
Oh, fully, 100%. Liam, there's a wee thing that happened today that I did want to bring up.
Would it be by any chance something to do with a certain scoreline or a certain football result?
It would be, aye, so if that's the extent of the conversation.
Not quite, Jamie, but Joe, we'll come back to that later.
That's fine.
First thing I want to talk about though is, well, Liverpool, you know, we're this close. So
I bought here away.
Aye, bought here and that away.
Well, we say that, right, but we're going to be coming up against two of the biggest teams in Europe if we get through. So, you know, the worry's still there, it's still are we going to get there, and if so, who we're going to face up against, and it's, if you don't know what we're talking about Liverpool getting to the Champions League semi-finals.
And quite convincingly winning the first leg.
Currently 5-2 up, going into Italy on Wednesday.
So Wednesday or Tuesday?
Wednesday.
No.
Aye. Play Tuesday and get the Wednesday reverse, don't you? So.
True, yeah.
We're in Rome on Wednesday.
They say in Rome, when in Rome rather.
The thing is, right, in the last round, if you don't know, I don't know how, Barcelona came so close to going through.
Well, no, they should have. Like they're
home and dry.
Yeah. You and me both said not a chance.
4-1 on aggregate. There's no way back for Roma. Should as hell they pulled 3 goals and Stoke Messi for scoring a game and then went through and away goals. That's my fear for Wednesday, as they managed to halt.
The question is, can you perform 2 miracles in back-to-back games?
Correct. But see if they beat us, they'll win the league.
Do you think we will lose?
No. I think what Roma done against Barcelona wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
It was executed perfectly. But they only had to stop one player, Messi.
No, Suarez.
No, Pish. Messi. Whereas with Liverpool you've got to stop Firmino, Salah and Mane.
You should know they haven't conceded at home this season in the UCL.
They haven't. But if you, I know you don't keep up to date with every single football because you've not got the time.
Yeah.
But have you watched any of Barcelona's games this season?
I watched about 4, I think.
During the course of day 4, did you watch the full 90 minutes?
Yeah.
And were you impressed?
The Real victory I was, and also the Valencia victory I was, yeah.
Right, so the only games...
There are 2 games, like, I was impressed, but not from a typical Barcelona, like, standpoint, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, so I mean, during the... I've watched maybe... I'd go as far to say about 15 to 20 of their games this season. One game has caught my eye, and it was the Real one. The
3-0 one.
3-0 one,
yeah.
right. Besides that, absolute shite in my eyes. Pure shite.
They're about to go the undefeated in the league.
What? They are.
And you know, you don't do that if you're pish.
They've not been good this season.
You think not?
No. I think they've been shite. I think they've been very fortunate.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, so if they didn't have Messi, they would have done it, but, you know, that's easy for, I mean, we wouldn't be in the Champions League probably this far if we didn't have Salah.
Potentially. But,
You know, so I think, sorry, just to bring it back to him, you know, in the league when he's missed 21 clear chances, that's only 2 less than Benteke, meaning that if he'd scored those, a clear chance, if you don't know by the way, is like a goal scoring opportunity that you should really score. So he would have 51 in the league if he had put those away.
the record would have been below, like, the Stoke game yesterday.
I didn't watch, but I'm quite glad I didn't.
Like, mate, I'm not even bothered about those results this season, like, as of now.
What about if we don't win the Champions League and we drop out of top 4?
We won't drop out of top 4.
Do you really think not? We've
I
got
don't think not, no.
Chelsea away next.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing it back.
And if there's one thing we do against top teams, and what's that?
Win,
Right.
but we're not in good form, which, you know, that's a wee bit of a worry.
Right to Rome's out the way. Then our head is focused solely on the finishing the league for preparing for Kiev. That's the way I see
I
it.
think that's been the problem though, is like they're thinking so much about this Champions League final, they're not really thinking about the league, or they don't care.
100%. No, that they don't care, but
It's second thought at this point.
in Stoke,
It's not quite the same night.
no, in Stoke yesterday actually defended really well, but we won the amazing.
Paul Lambert's never lost at Anfield.
I know that's a mad start. I got it yesterday.
It's not he's always played one game, it's like 6 now I think.
Mad.
How's he managed to do that with his like Aston Villa team and the Stoke side?
Right. It proves how bad we were, or how bad we are at giving away leads. But on it.
I think we've had 11 or 12 draws this year. That's pretty fucking bad.
Without, still undefeated this year.
Well, Anfield, yeah.
At Anfield, aye. But even at that, you think. See what I will say is after Rome, hopefully we get to the final, right? I can't see us not. I'm not jinxing it.
What do you think the score's going to be?
I think they're going to get the first goal, like City. And I think the crowd's going to go wild. And then I think they're going to, if it's one way, they're going to get a second, and we're going to score, and that'll be the tie over. Or
Realistically, I should only, well, no, actually, realistically, this shouldn't even be a fucking conversation, we should be out of the way, but
then you say that about Barcelona. I bet there wasn't 2 Barcelona fans sitting in their, you know, respective house going, realistically, if Roma get the first goal, you know what I mean, that's just not floating their mind.
nah, I mean, it wouldn't be for me if I was a Barca fan. I do have that worry.
But after they do it against Barcelona, you think to yourself, is that going to give them confidence boost to go and do it again?
Yeah, but like I said, when does lightning strike twice, especially in the same season?
Especially in the same competition, like right after each other.
It's difficult. I personally can't see them doing it. I think we'll get to the final, but who do you think will play and what do you think the result will be?
Well, here's the thing. I predicted 2-1 for Real Madrid.
Against Bayern.
Aye, and should have said it was 2-1. And
It's a shame we don't make football bets.
I know. And I predict 2-1 to Bayern in the next leg. Which will
So going to extra,
so
yeah.
take it to extra time. And I think nobody will score. And I think it'll go to penalties, and I think Real will go through. Right?
I think like you'll go to extra time, but I think that Ronaldo's going to get 2 in the extra time and end it.
However, I think whoever we face in the final, whoever it is, I don't think there's a hope in hell that Roma will beat them if they play like they did against each other. So the first leg...
Or the bad leg.
The first leg on Wednesday there was the most boring game of football I've watched all season. It was shit. There was 3 injuries before half time, 2 after half time, 1 yellow card all game, 1 fluky goal, 1 decent strike from Marcelo, and then the other goal was pretty shit as well. And I think to myself, there was no Ronaldo, there was no Lewandowski, there was no big players.
Were they not on the field?
They were on the field, but you wouldn't have thought so. Ronaldo only came into his element in maybe the last 10 minutes of the game, when he realised his team was under pressure, you know, running away.
Do you realise that? Do you think it's like Fergus time by now and said you get Ronaldo to in the Champions League?
Aye. I think Ronaldo is 100% going to turn it up the second leg. Only when his team needs him though. But I don't know how I want to face it. I don't know.
Honestly, I'd rather have Bayern.
Why?
I think back to the Champions League final back in 2012 when Chelsea, massive underdogs, came back and were able to beat them on their home ground. Don't get me wrong, there's no like easy games from this point. I know we smashed Rome in the first 70 minutes, but there's no like, let's be real, there's no easy game from now on, we know that.
There is 7 years difference between now and then though. Whereas Bayern now,
same manager as there was then. There's the same. There's quite a lot of the same core players. Yeah, you've got your Robins, your Ribery's still, your Lewandowski's obviously newer, but then you've got your Neuers, Hummels.
I was thinking more along the lines of, like, I'll take a Bayern on the final because there'll be no Vidal, right?
So not as the boots out or injured.
Right? Boateng's now injured. Neuer's still injured with a broken foot or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of their big players are injured. Ribery's not going to manage to get past Trent Alexander-Arnold all night, is he? Let's be real. If you can hold Leroy Sané at bay, you can do it with Frank Ribery.
Yeah, that Ribery's legs died long time
Exactly.
ago. Robin's injured now as well, didn't he get injured?
He got injured as well, aye.
But seriously though, actually imagine if one of those two, like, no offence, I know Mane's been quite important as well, but I think we can both agree the 2 more important players are Firmino and
the most important player this season is me, Firmino.
You see he signed a contract today.
I did, taking him to 2026, is that right?
And that's a good investment. It's a shame we haven't done the same with Chan, but hey, we can't always be winners.
You can't win them all. There's no to say Chan's away yet though.
Yeah, so let's be real.
But it's not pre-signed a deal, you know what I mean? It's not confirmed.
It would take something incredible for him to sign it. I think they should sign, but I see his worry, like...
If it's money then we should be able to match it.
Well no, because like they offered him 100k, and I don't think he'd get offered that anywhere else. I think he wants a guaranteed starting role. I think with Keita coming in, he's worried about that.
That's the thing. Bringing Keita in is that a direct replacement? Is that a better replacement? You know what I mean?
It's a better replacement. I'm not saying that, but would I rather have Shan on the bench instead of say like a youth player? Yes, 100%. Or could he easily play in our starting 11? Yes, he could. I think he's a better player than Henderson, so.
Our midfield, if possible, would be Oxlade, Chan and Henderson.
Right now, yeah.
People really don't like Henderson, right? And people think he's so overrated.
I would actually rather have Wijnaldum instead of Henderson.
Nah, see, I would argue the point. Now, I was one, like many, who absolutely hated Henderson. But see, after watching what leg was he suspended for? Was it the first leg of Roma? No, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, because Ox played. Yeah, it was.
Yes, was it?
I'm trying to remember.
I know it second leg of City.
Yes, you're right, because we still had Ox then.
He was missed solely. They fucking leathered us in the first half. we had no control. Nobody was taking a ownership of the ball. We needed a captain, and Milner was scared. And when they scored the first goal, Milner like just looked into space and was like, what the fuck did I hear? And then we continued to get shafted and raped and raped and raped in that first half. They hit the post, they scored a legal goal that was called offside. They were taunting us rotten. And then at half time, obviously, Klopp got into Milner's head and was like, look, you need to captain the team. He went out and we managed to get the job done.
Yeah, but I think
he does a lot of stuff for us in the midfield, sitting behind. He's no Gerrard, he's not going to spray passes and just be naturally brilliant in the midfield.
Yeah.
One thing he does bring is cold defending, leadership, and at points he can be already attacking. I wouldn't say as far as attacking, but...
Nah, there's better options we have, Wijnaldum and Oaks.
Lallana.
Lallana, yeah. I forgot all about Lallana because he's been injured for the entire season. I feel bad for him because he would probably actually get a starting spot quite easily if he was fit.
Aye, 100%. But I'd 100% argue the case for Henderson to be the captain, be playing week in and week out. If all your midfielders were available, I would still play him.
Yeah?
Aye. Now, that's not to say I want to invest in someone and bring in a captain midfield who is better.
Seen a lot of links to Jorginho from Napoli. Yeah. I've only seen because when folk were saying, I went back and looked up some of the stuff, and it seems impressive. His stats, and I saw him play for Italy a few times.
Good player. But is he defensive enough for Henderson's role?
The thing I'm thinking is that they might put Keita in that deep position, almost as if what Mourinho does with Pogba sort of thing.
No, he changes that today. I don't know if you watched the Man U game, but he changes that today.
No, what did the result finish as by then?
2-1.
To
Man United.
Yeah.
Arsenal were robbed. I'd like to see Arsenal win it purely because Wenger's away. But anyway, that's besides the point. But
and also, you don't want to see Man United when they give them.
Aye, that's it. I fucking hate them. No. Pogba was playing in the defensive role and was shite.
He scored, didn't he?
Today, but he wasn't playing defensive today.
Alright.
He was forward, and Matic took the whole defensive role.
Alright.
He's a player that I'd 100% take at Liverpool. Matic, I think he's amazing at defending. Just so good. And he could go forward, no to a great extent. But he's got the ability to go forward. But a captain to bring in and replace a Henderson, it's a tough.
I don't think he'll do it though in the summer. Spend 45 on Keita in the summer. Plus, providing if Shan doesn't leave, which is unlikely. Okay, say if he does leave, we'll still have 9 midfielders, senior, when all fit, 9 options. It's a lot.
That is a lot, aye. That is. But there's only a handful I'd put out of the to actually put out in the park.
Who would you... Okay, let's go back then. If we are come May the 26th in a final, say we get Real Madrid, because you and me both admit that's who we would fear most.
100%.
Who do you think wins?
Us.
Honestly?
But I think they play to the favour in which we like. I don't mean they pass us the ball and they score a goal.
Partially agree, yeah.
But they like to sit back, move the ball around, work a open bit of play for Ronaldo to run, be able to run, Benzema to hold up. That's the kind of way they play. Whereas I think we are far too high press and high pace for them to fuck about with the ball at the back. And it'll make them change their game plan. I had that game plan all season. It's worked against some teams, and not against others, hence why they're third in the league. But I think we could easily capitalise on the fact that they play like that and their keeper is shit. So it's not going to be easy, but I think it's possible.
Don't get me wrong, I think we've got a far better chance over one leg than say two. But I think the stars will align this year. I think this is going to be the time someone does it for 3 in a row. It's never happened before in the Champions League era. You know, let's be honest, Juventus probably should have done it. They probably should have. If it was any other season, they probably would have gone through. But
realistic, though.
Honestly, I think what happens is we get past Roma will score, gets to the final. I think we'll get shafted because I think we'll get one player injured in that time. I don't think it'll be Salah, I think he'll perform. However, I think the final will be something like 2-1 to Real or something, but I think Real will dominate throughout the game.
I can't see a game where us only scoring 1 goal in the Champions League.
Well, we'll scored 0 against Porto.
We did, but from now on, if we were to play this whole competition again, right, in the form that we are now in the Champions League, don't think we would score less than 3 goals.
You genuinely think we'll get 3 goals against Real? If
No,
we make it
not
to the
against
final?
Real, but I don't think we'll only score 1.
I genuinely can't. I think we're just unlucky. I think it goes back to that 13-14 thing again where like we're so close but yet just something just won't click for us.
I don't know, Jurgen Klopp's got some crazy shit up his sleeve.
He does, I don't deny it, but
Don't let me a bit off that. What I will say is, if we do get to the final, it'll be one of these games where everybody wants to perform to the best of their ability, right? Now, us not being there that often, I think that'll work in Real's favour, because I think we might try too hard and fuck ourselves. Like Salah yesterday.
you've got that point, like we don't have a single person in that squad that won in 05 or was even in the final in 07.
Exactly. Or that's been to a final of a Champions League.
Yeah, no, we don't have a single player.
So,
You know, whereas Real basically, in fact no, every single person in the squad has been to the final and won.
and 1, yeah. So, you go back to that experience sort of point as well. But, did you think we were going to get this far?
No. I said I was from the start I'd be happy with quarters.
So, to get this far,
There's just more chance to be disappointed though, isn't it?
it is,
How many finals have we watched that we've lost as well?
we've watched 2 finals together that we've watched.
No, we've watched 3 actually. FA Cup 2012 we lost. Sevilla Europa League, and we watched the League Cup loss as well. Back in 2015. It was the same year we made it to Europa.
I can't read that one.
Man City. Yeah, we got absolutely pumped at the Etihad, not the Etihad, at Wembley for like 120 minutes.
Yeah. I think I recall now. I think this year's different. Who knows?
I don't deny we're a better side, but
It's a waiting game.
I mean, to be fair, I suppose when Rafa Benitez came in, they didn't think that his first trophy was going to be a Champions League with that Liverpool squad.
No, not at all. Tuesday night, we will see who is going to be the first team there, and then Wednesday night is when we'll see if we're going to join them. So Tuesday night is my Wednesday night is my biggest fear, and I don't think it should be. I think My biggest fear should be, fucking do I want to do it? Rather than, is Liverpool going to give this 5-2 lead up? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
So say if we don't get Champions League, what's stopping Salah, Mane, Firmino, everyone from leaving? Because, yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
You know, Salah's a good one hanging around. This has clearly been the best point of his career and it may not stay forever.
The thing is well, right? Say we do somehow pull off the miracle, we go to Kiev and we win. Right?
I know it just... Like, 3 seasons ago, yeah, we were playing the Europa League final and we got battered in the second half that cost us the competition. Did you think 3 years from now we would be potentially in the Champions League final?
No.
I genuinely didn't think I might see this potential day until I was in my 30s, and Christ knows I might never see it again until I'm like well beyond that.
What I will say is, we get to Kiev, we pull off a miracle and we beat them, whoever it is we face, if we get there. I think, 1, Mo Salah will win the Ballon d'Or.
I agree, if we win the Champions League we will.
2, which will result in all players rethinking their contract, such as Emre Can, thinking, shit, right, I'm in a team that can win shit. We just needed a good manager.
Yeah.
And 3, Mane and Firmino will be happy.
Well, yeah, I mean, Firmino signed a deal, so I don't see him leaving in the summer, but, you know, Mane.
The thing is, does a team take a risk on Mane? Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but did they take a risk on that?
Like, say if I was on a Prem team and I knew that he was up, I would take him. He's by far the quickest of the front 3. He's quicker than Salah.
Oh, well.
His passing's, I'd say, up there. Obviously his finishing isn't as good as the other 3, but...
Other 2.
Yeah, the other 2 are, sorry. But what you've got to bear in mind is, though, right, so he joined last season, right, and he was easily our player of the year last year, you know, without him we would be, you know, or was it 2 years ago that he joined us? Sorry, so the first season that he joined, yeah, he got some like 16 goals in the league or something like that. Played incredible and was easily our player of the year, yeah.
Yep.
And he was then the main dog from that point, yeah. I'm just saying, right, imagine, like, because, let's be honest, all the credit right now, like everyone talks about the front 3, right, but the only 2 in the front 3 that people ever mention is Firmino and Salah. And Mane's got something like 8 goals in the Champions League, you know, he's not exactly had a bad campaign.
No. Here's one thing I will say, right, and it's sort of to be like a non-romantic, if you will. We have played some shit opposition in the Champions League, so like Maribor, right? Amount of goals we scored against them. Porto's second leg.
5, yeah.
Who else?
Mane got a hat-trick that game last year, didn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
We have scored, I think it's 5 goals in every single game in the Champions League this season.
We scored 5 goals against every possible opposition.
Right, so home and away leg I'm counting there, because obviously City we scored 5 against, but it was across the 2 legs.
Yeah.
Besides City, it's teams we should beat anyway. Not to say, not take the 8 goals away from him, because you're still going to be the right place at the right time against any opponent. But we could have had it so much harder.
In terms of who we got, you mean?
Aye.
I mean, I said to you the day that the draw came out, I thought we got so lucky, and I thought like Spurs got shafted, despite the fact we came 4th and they came 3rd last year.
Aye.
I said to you, like, if we don't go at least 3 in this, then we're a fucking joke. Like,
Aye, 100%.
And let's be honest,
We should.
for all those goals that we scored, we did struggle. Like, it took a last day victory to finish top. Like,
Sevilla pummeled us again. Like, just possession. And
I'm so glad we didn't get them again. It's like in our later leg.
But the thing is, Sevilla are obviously a good team, but why are we constantly getting led up off them like that?
That final, wasn't it? It's just
psychologically get up you sort of thing.
I mean, like, I still think back to that game. It was the most amazing game of football, like, from an outsider's perspective, because first half was, okay, fairly uneventful, but we dominated in terms of possession. Surridge got the goal, I think, just before half time as well. We're going in clear favourites, everyone knows it. I don't know if it's that thought of, shit, we're like, you know, we're the best, like, and then we came out, and I've genuinely, in a final, never seen a team change so much from one half to the next, like...
For the bad.
Yeah, right, and, like, you know, you saw, alright, Alberto Moreno was the main cause of our issues, but... No. It was I've never seen, like, a team do so, like... Okay, they didn't play, like, the most amazing football in the first half, but I'd still say they're about a 7 in terms of performances in the first half. Whereas the second leg, they were easily, like a 3 or 2 pushing it. That's what I'm saying, like... So seeing that fight, seeing the final, if we do get there, and say if, like, I don't know, say... amazing thing happens, like Firmino scores like 30th minute or something like that, you know, you and me, wherever we are watching it, will be thinking, right, here is it's fucking class, and then I'll just remember in the back of my head, like, this happens again.
That final, I know.
It doesn't matter for me how many goals up we are in the first, like, say if we do get to the final and say we score like X amount of goals in the first half, I won't be satisfied until that final whistle is blown.
No effort against Sevilla.
No. And
too much at risk.
No, and although I'm telling myself it'll be fine now, like if we get there and lose, like I don't know if I can take another final loss. I'm not sure if I can take 4 in a row, 4 final losses in a row. 3 with Klopp as well.
The thing is, to say 30 I'm lucky. Wait, what?
4th time lucky.
I say 30 I'm lucky, but...
3rd time we got destroyed.
But Klopp got fucking...
It says Klopp's 3rd time though, so...
that's what I was... So 3rd time lucky, with Klopp.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm genuinely hopeful.
We are the best we've looked in since 05.
We didn't even look that good in 05. Well, actually, do you know what, here's a good point actually. Would you rather have the team from 05 or the team now? Because although the team in 05 we had Dudek, we had Carragher, Hippier, we had Finnan, we had Haman, Gerrard, Alonso, no, we didn't have Mascher at that point. Alright, but we had all those players, but we didn't have a good attack. Do you know what I always find strange though about like the 05 one when we won it, yeah? Mm-hmm. It's the only time in our recent history, bar the season that Suarez left, where we've not had a good striker play for us.
Yeah.
Like, if you think, like the season before that, Owen left to go to Real Madrid, and Fowler left as well to go to Man City. Yeah. Won the Champions League, and then 2 seasons later, Kim came in, so then we started having good players again. But it was like the first, like a lot of people's fame for its great strikers. And the one night where you say you really needed them, they didn't have them, and they're still able to come back from 3-0 down. Or say, would you actually rather have? I'm actually interested. Because our front 3 dicks all over that team, however, you've got more players probably from 05 that you'd have.
I would take individuals in their prime back to the team we have now.
No, if you have to pick a team, which team are you picking?
I'm hopeful with this one.
So I love Gerrard, I love Cara, but I genuinely think that, like, I genuinely think our front 3 actually might do it to the point where I'd rather have the current team. Even if I was to have a single player from the current team in that 05 team, that is enough for me.
If you take football from 05 to now, totally different.
Understandable, yes.
So if Carragher was to come and try and defend against these players now, back in his prime, stop the running if we cut it in a minute.
I think you'd struggle, but I think you could. You've got to remember, you're still playing against, like, your Ronaldos in the Prem, you're playing against your Van Nistelrooys, your Henrys, like...
Aye, that was towards the later stages though.
Well, no, not Henry. Henry would have been when he was in his prime as well.
Henry, aye, sorry, I never heard that one. But yeah, like Ronaldo bouncing at you, like...
Okay, right.
It's amazing.
But, well, do you know what though, you might still have a point though, because there's been plenty of times he got mugged off by Henry at, like, Highbury and that, so...
Like, I'm never going to ever take anything away from Gerrard because he's by far one of the best defenders we've ever had, if not the best that we've ever had, right? And he was loyal and he was a great player for us. But even your likes of Vidic, Man U, their career starts 98, they're our age, right? They're young, coming up. They're 22 right now, say for example.
Right.
And they've got the likes of Ronaldo banging towards them. I don't think they could cope. But having said that, growing up with this generation of football might affect it.
Yeah.
But the football has changed that much and the players have got so much faster. I just can't see. I couldn't see, you know, your players like Carragher and Vidic ever be able to keep up with.
Alright, your Maldinis then, how about
that? There's no, I still think it's the same.
That's a big claim, the best defender ever.
Still think it's one of those ones. It's where football's changed so much. So it's so different. The way they defended was your high balls, your odd 1-on-1s, but most teams played the same. Pass, out the wing, in the box, header. Pass, out the wing, ball gets cleared, a strike. It was never really intricate or, you know, fast paced or nice movement. It was never anything like that back in the day. It was only until it really hit maybe even like 05 time, from there onwards, is when it started becoming a bit more of a skill based game in terms of like passing, move, skill, getting used in games.
Like, forgetting that Cruyff came up with total football back in the 70s. And I never had like he never used like the skill moves, in the goal scoring opportunity. But he did use them all over the pitch all the time and before the lead up.
But even at that, when was his prime seasons as such?
Probably 98 to 03, I would say.
So I was maybe off with my timing then, but what else is?
I do agree with you though, I see what you mean, like the game's evolved massively since we won it last.
So different. See back in the 80s, kids growing up then, anybody could have made it in football. Like, if you were fit, ate healthy, know how to kick the ball about and make a pass, score a goal, or play as well as you can in your respective position, I think anybody could have made it in football. So whereas nowadays, it's so much more difficult to make it into the game.
I kind of get what you're saying, but it's not like I don't think the standards have dipped at all. I personally don't think the standards of, say, I don't know, any random club, Newcastle United, I don't think their standards from the 80s till now have changed in terms of what they look, well okay, maybe what they look for in a player is a wee bit different, but I don't think the same sort of like dedication to health, fitness, and I think if you have the ability to play well...
No, that's where I think you are not wrong because everybody's entitled to what they're saying, but I think if you look at it now, right, so you're the coach in 1988, right, and we weren't born then, right, but you were the coach back then, you're looking at a player, you've not got this high-tech technology that could tell.
Yeah, that's the only issue.
Going through your fucking blood tests and all that shit, before, you know, your medical before you join. Like, you're not going through a proper, severe medical, right?
Yeah.
You think to yourself, look, you do all of this,
Okay.
you do all of this, you're healthy enough, you're fit enough, and they do the odd tests using like the hospital equipment. Whereas now, if you have anything wrong with you whatsoever, it's a no-go. Like
yeah, actually, okay, yeah, no, I see what you mean now.
I remember this very, very well actually. One of my cousins, right, was, he stays in America, right, and he was good at football, right. So he was training with the MLS youth squad, like.
Which team?
No, it wasn't a team, it was like a bunch of...
Oh, it's like a school thing.
You know, like with the NBA, you have everybody plays and then the scouts come out and they pick who they want.
Yeah, they same over there, don't they? Like you get drafts, don't
Drafts,
you?
that's the sort of thing. So it's like that with football as well, depending on what school you come from and that. He went, basically done the medical, right?
Is that as soon as you get there, yeah?
As soon as before a scout could even look at you, right? And he had some sort of disease in his jaw, right? Where it's basically, it's not a disease, that's probably the word word to use for it, but it's basically
a condition?
A condition in his jaw in which it locks, and it locks for 5 minutes at a time. So he could be talking and it'll be like, and he'll not be able to talk, and he would obviously just go like 1 minute, wait a minute. It then unlocks itself, and he's got to the hospital, they don't know what the cures for it is and they don't know how it happens, right? But basically, he goes out there to this team, and the medical flags up that he's got this issue, right? We can't take you to the next stage, right? And he came into the UK, did the same thing, and they tested him and says, look, we can't, they've not failed the medical on their grounds.
Pretty good, yeah.
But back,
odd time ago, yeah.
88, 90, 98, all these years, you're not going to get somebody going, I can't take you mate because you're fucking, you can't talk for 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, no,
so the standards with health and that is so different, which is why I think back in the 80s, not everybody, right, but if you were semi-decent at football, you're in good shape, healthy, you could make it in football.
Yeah.
Whereas now, absolutely no chance. Like absolutely no chance. It's just so different. But
it's pretty. I suppose it's different times. So I suppose you could argue with or without the equipment, it's maybe made it better or worse. You know, it's that sort of catch-22.
I don't know, it's made football a lot more exciting, hasn't it? Like when you think about the games that are playing now.
No, it's some mad level of fitness to be able to play.
Aye, running for 90 minutes, playing high press football and stuff. It's just
training 2 or 3 times a week.
The game's just so
2 or 3 games a week even as well.
The game's just so much more exciting and it's aye.
I think we're gonna have to go back to the topic you didn't want to talk about.
Are you sure?
I'll be kind to you.
What are we going to name this podcast? Fucking football, you know what I mean? Like, I think we should maybe move on now,
nah? I'll keep. Do you know what? I'll do you a favour though. I'll keep it brief. So basically, if you don't watch Scottish football, because he does, this is Scotland. Rangers lost 5-0 to Celtic today. But I won't talk about that as much as I'd really liked it. I want to talk about something else. So, Steven Gerrard to Rangers manager. Firstly, what do you think? Because it looks like it's pretty much a done deal, so.
I've been asked as many times as you can imagine. I could write a paragraph on what I could say, right? I'll keep it short and sweet. One, I would like him to come because it's new, refreshing. He'll try new stuff because he's new to the managing side of things.
Okay.
Right? If he does well, you know, get out them, you know. And he's a legend, performing a legendary comeback for a club. My one fear
is
if he comes and, pardon the pun, slips up, right? Does that tarnish what I've already feelings wise, what I've already got for him.
Do you think it would? Do you honestly think it? Like, say if he came in, and obviously I don't know what this for a simple fact is that he's a footballing idol for me especially, but if he came to yous, right, and say he's played fucking horrendous, right, say he's like finished third and you played very poor football and they got sacked at the end of the season, and so he got sacked at the end of the season, yeah, say if it was more to say next season,
okay,
would your memory of him be tarnished?
That's my fear. I don't think it will, because it's two different things. One is a football player for a team that I support, and on the other point he is just a manager that was tried and didn't succeed. But do I then get a bit of a, no hatred, but do I get a bit of a like, fucking ruining my club, like you're ruining my Scottish team, you're not made it any better. I'm caught in two minds. I've not got a choice.
Yeah.
Because I think it will happen. Do I want it to happen? Aye.
You do? Would you not prefer someone much more managerial experience?
No, because I don't think experience can get us out of this.
Do you usually think it's that poor now that you get to
I
play?
think it's got to be 4-2 win, fresh start, fresh manager who can bring youth for Liverpool down with him. He's been given a go ahead. I 100% think it's possible that if we get him, we can change our team and he can make us better. Now,
okay, do you think he will though? Do you genuinely? I'm not saying in his first season he would win the title, because let's be honest, that ain't going to happen. But do you think heart and heart, you could win the league in say 3 years if he did come to use? Okay.
now, he's been given the go ahead from Klopp. You heard it in Klopp's press conference. If Gerrard goes to manage Glasgow Rangers, I will support him in any way, shape and form that I can, even if it means giving up youth players to go down with him. Now, if he brings someone like Ryan Brewster down, who's done the World Cup with England, was the top goal scorer in that competition, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was.
If he brings him down,
So he's 17 though, do you think he can handle the pressure?
he's done the World Cup with England.
Let's be real though, it's the under 17s, and although it would be a massive achievement, it's not like there's crowds, it's not like the 50,000 at Ibrox, and let's be honest, most of them are scumbags anyway, fucking constantly hurling abuse at you if you fail or slip up or something.
I think that's exactly what Klopp will want out of him, is give him the pressure, developing youth, that's what Klopp's all about. Do you honestly think to this day Moreno would still be playing for us?
I don't think
Lovren.
I don't think he should. No, Dejan.
Right.
Dejan has slightly improved, but
Slightly. Don't talk a lot of pish.
don't talk a lot of pish to me. He is still causes us problems to this day.
Mate, don't.
Am I going to try and pretend for 1 second he's as bad as he was under Rodgers? No. However, can the man look up, judge an aerial ball correctly, and be able to stop the problem?
Well,
No.
hitting him with a low blow.
No, hit him with a fucking high blow, because he doesn't know where to put his feet, he doesn't know where to jump. The first goal against Roma, his fault entirely, he fucking misjumped that. The goal against Man City, he misjumped that as well. 2 years back in the Europa League, fucking slid away. Right,
You know,
he is a better player, I'm not going to try and deny that. He is definitely a better player.
He's better than he was.
He's better than he was. Does that mean that if someone in the summer was a different option, I would take them 100%?
Even without even putting a thought to who it would be.
So yeah, I'm not going to try and pretend that Lawford is getting some kid that
He's not just slightly improved. He's improved massively.
Okay, were you aware you're not the wrong when you were first talking about him and how good you claimed him to be?
No. So now
Horseshit! No, you didn't. You weren't saying to me then he has potential. You're saying to me then he's as good like now.
yeah, the potential was there.
Right, can we not talk about love anymore? Because if I can use my anxiety just bring up the name. Him and Moreno, like their two names together, it signals some sort of. Have you ever seen the Pink Panther? You can when like the guy's eye starts like twitching every time he hears the name Clouseau because like it brings back a triggering memory. Every time I hear Moreno or I think of like the time he was getting beaten down the left hand side in that Europa League final, and every time I hear the name Lovren I think of an overhead ball that he fucking misses. But yeah, no, back to Rangers. So, do you want to hear what I think is going to happen? I think he will definitely go. I think it's basically confirmed. Firstly, I'm so sad that that's happening. As I put on Twitter last night, to me it's like seeing an ex-girlfriend you still care about going out with a complete munter.
Wow.
I mean, let's be real here, if Gerrard went to Aberdeen, how would you feel? Or Gerrard went to Celtic, how would you feel?
Well, I would hate it to be
yeah.
Celtic. But if he went to Aberdeen, I'd be like, real, it's just his first managerial job. Like,
okay, right, okay, if he went to Celtic though, because like, let's be honest though, Aberdeen and Rangers are closer now than they ever have been before. We're your nearest rivals.
Do you hate Rangers as much as I hate Celtic? No hate, but you know what I mean, like dislike.
I don't know, like actually, because the thing I'll give you credit for is that you've never really like you don't like Celtic, you fully admit it, but it's not like you have this deep lying hatred that most people do.
I'm not bigot. I don't condone any of the bigotry such as the Pope or the way they treat the RAF and everything like that. I don't condone any of that. But
no.
And if it was to come down to a brawl in the street between a Rangers and Celtic fan, am I jumping in? No, I'm letting them get on it. Am I running up and pulling one player away, one person away? Absolutely not. But what I will say is, I don't like Celtic as a club. Like I just don't. I'm not a supporter. I've never have been, and I never will be. But like I've never. Don't know. It's the same way. If I was a Celtic fan, it was like I wouldn't like Rangers.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. I've grown over the time to like Rangers like fans more, but put it this way, I know I joke around a lot by saying like all your fans are like arseholes and that. But if I'm being honest, you know, I still have about 3 mates that are Rangers fans, and do I think any of these are arseholes? No. I think these are all well and truly decent human beings. Like, I know for a fact that most Rangers fans will be, as are most fans in most clubs. The problem with Rangers is, though, is that it makes it... See, whenever you play, right, and something goes wrong, it doesn't feel like Scotland, it feels like Eastern European, like sort of like establishments back in the 80s where like football hooliganism and violence are sort of seen as a good thing. And although I do kind of get a bit of a laugh, and it's not a good thing to admit when like I see like them try and go back to those sorts of days, it's just that it's been well and truly proven though you have more arseholes than the average supporters base. Now, does that mean that your fans are all arseholes? No, but you are a very proud fan base, and I'm not going to take that away from you. You're probably much more proud than 90% of Aberdeen fans are. Do I have respect for you from that? Absolutely, but whenever there seems to be a problem with football in Scotland, it always seems to be Rangers that are causing it every single time. It's like you're like the Millwall equivalent. You're like a big Millwall, if you get what I mean.
But is it our fault that Scottish football relies heavily on us?
No.
So.
No, but does that mean that yous could act differently though? In the same way that like Celtic things.
How do you mean the way we handle things? What do you mean? So.
Right, well, I want to know how come your supporter base attracts the same demographic, that most people like me will agree that, you know, you have a lot of arseholes and the good people there.
But the Celtic no.
Celtic do, but I think Celtic have the one thing going for them that most big clubs down south do, and that is most of the generation come through now are glory hunters. You want to support the best team, right? It's not about family or any of that pish anymore. It's not like who your dad supported or anything. Most kids want to be glory hunters, right? And the majority of people that support glory hunters, right, they care about football, but they don't care to the extent like yous care. See when youth lost to the, I bet hurt you deep. As it would if say like, for me, if Dundee United were still back up and we got humped 5-0 off them, I wouldn't be able to not think about it for a week, sort of thing. And it hurts every time we get beaten off Celtic and Rangers because it happens a lot to us. But every time, I always see negative press about Scottish football, it's always with Rangers. And I was given poor influences as well as a child, like, you know, I was like abused like as a 2-year-old for having a Celtic top on, you know, that my dad bought me as like a gift, you know. I've been at school where folk have tried to start fights with me because I'm an Aberdeen fan, and I laughed at them after they lost, you know, to Aberdeen, you know. I've been out on the streets and Rangers fans have come up to me square good like, here, what team do you support? Aberdeen. It's like, well, just as fucking well, because if you're Celtic, we're going to fucking cave your head in, blah de blah de blah de blah. You don't do yourselves any, well no, sorry, you don't do yourself any favours. The arseholes are very prevalent in your club, and I think a lot more than, say, the majority of clubs around the world are. Which is what I think goes against you. Do you agree with
no.
that? No. Okay.
I think you're right in what you're saying, I've got a lot of arseholes, but you've maybe been a bit unfortunate with the people you've met in terms of...
It's very true, I could be.
Because...
Those
Rangers fans coming up to you and squaring you up could have just as easily been Celtic fans in a different side of Glasgow.
Very true. But the point I'm saying is, why do I always see Rangers fans doing it? Why don't I see Celtic fans doing it? And I think it's down to a reason of your fan base are more proud than Celtics, and I will admit that, because back to the glory hunters thing, I think there's more glory hunters that go for Celtic as a fan base. But I think there's something...
See, I don't think it's to do with it, I think it's to do with this IRA box.
What do you mean?
I think it's what they be... I think the reason Celtic fans are Celtic fans who are bigots want to be different, hence why...
It's not very original, join up with a militant group that are doing the same things. It's not like an original thing to go for.
No, but people, like, there is one instance where Amy's cousin was telling me he supports the IRA.
Because he's a Celtic fan?
No, but I says to him, do you believe what the IRA does is right? And he's like, I support the IRA.
Why?
And I went, that's what I said, why? He went, because I'm no British, I'm Scottish. Well, no, you're British. You may be Scottish within Britain, but you're British in general.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to admit as well, I voted yes, but, you know, technically I'm British, as is everyone else here.
Now, he's telling me supports the IRA. I was like, well, they killed Scottish people, and you're Scottish, so they killed your people. And he was, that's nothing I control. I mean, but why support something that can happen like that? Know that everything that RAF is, you know, good, but
I mean, I still think they have a better moral code than say the IRA.
Exactly. And I says to him, but the IRA stand for killing their own people. And I was like, you're saying you're Scottish, but why do you want to be in the Irish League? Why do you want to be a part of the Republic of Ireland?
Also, yeah, I mean, sorry, just to clear things up though, the IRA is pretty much based in Ireland, that's why it's the Irish Republic. Why is he arguing because he's Scottish? He supports the import because Britain's against
why argue you're Scottish but then support an Irish group so heavily?
Yeah, that's my point being. I get his thinking must be, well, I don't want to be associated with Britain, so I have to support the IRA, which is bollocks.
A lot of Celtic fans are like that though.
Yeah, true, probably are.
I've been to Parkhead, I've sat in Parkhead, and I've...
Away or home?
No, like in the George Steens, the Jock Steens.
Yeah.
I've sat in that booth and had dinner.
Fucking fancy.
Debatable, it's Parkhead, but I've sat there.
Was it actually nice though?
Food was good. Scenery outside was shit, but...
Oh, you big green for your
liking. Green for my liking.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
And that whole time I was there, the talk was all bigotry.
Well, like, who were you with, if you don't mind me asking?
No, it was Amy's granddad's birthday party.
Oh, right, okay, so like, it was a Neil Celtic fans, I take it.
Well, aye. No, I went there, pride and chin held high, after a 4-0 fucking thrashing. Yeah.
Wait, did you go on the day of the 4-0?
No, I was after it. But,
okay. Wait, what game did you go to? Yeah, so moving on, that's the best thing to say. Back to Gerrard and Rangers.
Aye, we got a bit of sidetracked.
Yeah, no, we'll leave it on every fan base has arseholes, how about that? Yeah, no, Gerrard to Rangers.
Right, so do you think it's a good move?
No.
Beyond all the shite?
Beyond everything I truly like, beyond everything that I have emotionally for the man, no, I don't think it's a good move for him, right? For a couple of reasons. Number one, 99% of football fans down in England don't watch Scottish football, simple as.
Agreed.
And let's be real here, Gerrard's probably final goal if he's wanting to be management will be to manage Liverpool.
Agreed.
I can't see anything else he's willing to do, right? Scenario one, he fails at Rangers, say he finishes either second or third or whatever. The club sack him or he leaves or something by his decision. Right, say then 5 years after that event, like Klopp leaves Liverpool and they're talking about who's going to be the next potential manager, and they bring up Gerrard as a possibility.
Okay.
So say firstly if he fails, right? Down south everyone's going to be like, where they have the final decision, people are going to be like, well, no, because he failed with Rangers, and don't get me wrong, I would still agree he's a big team, but you know, you've lost your way a wee bit, you don't have the resources to keep up with Celtic that he's once did. So people won't probably know the full extent of it, but you know, if they hear that he failed to get the almighty Rangers back on level with Celtic and they couldn't even beat Brendan Rodgers, then you know, he doesn't have any fucking right to come back, you know, and be the manager he isn't good enough sort of thing. Or opinion two, he actually does succeed, say he wins the league, all's good, like, you know, saying if he does do that, right, comes back to it though, how many people truly value the Scottish title? You'll get 90% of fucking armchair fans in South going, oh well, it was Rangers, you know, anyone could have done it sort of thing, you know, if this one didn't, you know. So that'll be the second thing going against him. But let's be real here, there's more chance of him failing at this than there is of succeeding. And I think if he fails, he blows his chance of being a Liverpool manager.
I don't.
I do.
I think if he fails, he's failed at a club that is so far in the shit.
But people don't know that though, that's the problem.
Oh no, I think they're fully aware of it. Maybe not down south, but I think they're fully aware of it.
No, they're fully aware of it.
If you're the board at Liverpool and you're thinking, right, potential manager next, they don't look at what the fans think. They think to themselves, we know our shit. And they think, that Rangers task was a hard task for him. You know, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're in debt, they're in this, they're in
I
that.
would agree, but shoot, like, okay, so say, like, I don't know, so
Say Rangers in current state, no manager's going to find it easy.
well, no, but, like, say if, like, say if Klopp goes at a bad stage, okay, say we're, like, I don't know, say we're 6 or something, and, you know, we're not doing well, like, league-wise, say we're out of the Champions League, say we have, like, not much hope going, right? Would, if as a board, like, say if someone like an Ancelotti was available, right? Or Gerrard, I think in a panic situation I would rather have like Ancelotti and then say, here, look, you can come, but Gerrard has to be a sort of advisory role to you, sort of thing. I think, and especially then, especially if things are going bad for us and looking for a new manager, because let's be honest, 9 times out of 10 when they're looking for a new manager, it's for a bad situation. If the club's in a bad way, then, you know, there's going to be even less appeal for going to Gerrard for the fans. And yeah, they won't listen to the fans, but they're fully aware that they don't want themselves like to look bad in front of the fans.
I don't know. I can't see him feeling that bad that it would tarnish any chance of him being a Liverpool fan.
I think unless he wins the league title, he doesn't have a hope in hell of convincing the fans down south that he's the man for the job.
But then you're contradicting your second scenario, your first scenario, so your second scenario. So if he does win the league, well, it's Rangers. Anybody could have done that.
No, but that's like people are that like so. They think Scottish football's exactly the same as it was back in the 90s, and they think it's, you know, so like anyone that feels that Rangers, right, like see like the humping today, like the only game that gets shown down south, right, is the Old Firm. And folk watching that, if they had half a brain or watched enough Scottish football, would realise, oh well, this is clearly a club in problem, plus Celtic has a lot of financial backing and quite a good manager at the moment. Especially for the level it's at. Like, Rodgers to them's probably like fucking, I don't know, God or something like that in terms of tactics and stuff.
It's like Ancelotti fucking Newcastle, you know what I mean? It's a big deal.
Benitez, you mean that?
Benitez to Newcastle. No, but what I'm saying is if Ancelotti was to go to
Someone off in Newcastle size.
maybe not Newcastle, maybe a Luton town, like you think to yourself.
Yeah, true.
It's the same sort of purpose. I don't think.
No, but my point is, like, say if he fails up there, then they're going to go, oh well, you know, this is Rangers, and he couldn't even cut up in Scotland, he has no right to manage a club. Say if he does do well, people are going to say, because people are harsh, they're going to go, oh well, you know, it's just Rangers. And they clearly won't appreciate that. I don't think people appreciate the full credibility that he would deserve if he does win a league title up at Rangers, because let's be real, like, Celtic's current rate, they're going to overdo your 9 in a row. Say if he's the one to stop it though, then it looks good for him. Maybe then that they'll take that into consideration. Plus, I mean...
He stopped Brendan Rodgers winning the league once. He did it again.
No, Crystal Palace did. Also, like I said to you about that as well, the thing which always gets me is people always go, oh, Gerrard slipped in the cost of the league. That's fair, I understand. But we didn't lose the league by 2 points. And there was a certain game, and it will always still stick in my head because I can't get it out, is we played Southampton at home early in that season. And it finished 1-0 to Southampton. Now if we won that game then we would have been champions. And a certain Dejan Lovren scored that goal. Yeah, so just say it's not all Gerrard's fault.
Here's what I will say, right? Good idea. Why?
Also Torres scored in that game as well. So.
Why do you think Gerrard's done it then? That's my question.
Why do you think he's taken it? Because I think...
Not if he has, because obviously this isn't confirmed yet.
Yeah, I think... No, because I don't think he... I think he thinks the opposite of what I think. I think he... Well, first I think Rangers is a huge club, so you think that's a massive like opportunity for me for my first job, well, first proper one after the under-18s. Like, next I'm thinking he's thinking, you know, Liverpool are willing to help him. That helps him as well. He won't need an incredibly large budget if they're gifting them like under 18s and under 23s.
Liverpool probably just cover the wages.
Well, yeah, I mean like loans, because let's face it, if he does go, the likelihood is you'll probably get about 5 loanies in the summer from Liverpool.
But I would be taking talent, I wouldn't be taking pish, I'd be taking...
Well, no, that's the point. I don't, like, he's in the best position as well to judge what's good, because he's worked with the under 18s. I'm guaranteeing you he's seen the under 23s and you'll know like all the squad.
See if I was him, right, now this isn't an ideal world, it's probably never going to happen, well, it might happen, who knows. I'd be bringing Woodburn, I'd be bringing Rehan Brewster, right?
Yeah.
If I was able, Solanke.
Yeah.
Now we've already got Rossler down there, right?
Yeah, the ex-Liverpool boy.
Right, exactly. I would be bringing the... what's his fucking name? Midfield, plays attacking. Oh my fucking days, it's been really
Liverpool.
Liverpool, unders.
Anyway.
Oh shit, that's a nightmare. And if possible, you bring something like Danny Ward.
Oh, the goalkeeper there.
Throwing goals, or, you know, what's about Bogdan? Is he still with us now? No, is he?
Why the fuck would you want Bogdan to go for you? You can't actually tell me you think he's a better upgrade on whoever you have right now.
Then Anwick, Anwick played well today actually, I take that right.
Bogdan's genuinely the worst keeper I've ever seen go. I know I complain a lot about Midley and Carriers, but he is on another level so shit that they can never achieve.
I did say Danny Ward originally, right?
Yeah, Danny Ward,
I
I
think
think.
midfielder's name's going to tits him.
But aye, that's who he's thinking of.
But aye, like, that's your players you're wanting, that your Woodburn and Solanke's a massive thing if he was to come. If I'm Klopp, I'm thinking, aye, get Solanke down there, get Brewster down there, get him trained up.
The only one I maybe wouldn't be sure if that would be like Woodburn, but...
Nah, Woodburn's a good player.
No, I don't think, no, I mean like in terms of techno I think he'd be a good player, but I don't know if Klopp plans to use him or not. If he does, I don't see him giving him that, but Solanke I definitely could see him giving
I don't see him playing Woodburn anytime soon.
Well, put it this way, with the injuries in midfield, if one more comes, I'm pretty sure he'll
he's a
start.
left winger, we'll bear that in mind.
Oh yeah, but they moved him more centrally, like recently.
As well as, like if Klopp was really beating Gerrard, bring Danny Ings down.
Nah, we already struggle up front in terms of backup. I could see him getting you Solanke, but Ings, no chance.
No.
I don't even know why, like, I feel bad for Danny Ings, but we really need a backup striker in the summer that isn't one of those two, because as much as I love Danny Sturridge, I think it's well true time for me to close my doors on that possibility of him scoring 20 goals a season coming back.
Yeah.
It's sad for me to admit it, but I realised the moment he loaned out to West Brom, got injured in 3 minutes into his debut, I realised, yeah, it's over. As sad as I was to see it go, and I don't think Klopp fairly treated him in his first 2 seasons. Yeah, I think he was still I think he was still the player to play then, but I think he's too far gone now.
No.
He's too far unmotivated. He's probably I'd be fucking depressed if I was him. Jesus, like.
So that's the players I'm bringing down now. Obviously, you're pushing it with players like Solanke.
Yeah, but he hasn't scored a goal this year.
No, that's the thing. I'm thinking loaning him out, give him experience in a tough league.
And he'll score play. Well, he'll probably score like about 10 or 15 up at here.
And the thing is, if we've got any youth defenders,
We've only got Matterson, but he's...
Conor Matheson.
Yeah, but he's looking like he's going to stick. I mean, we're really struggling with defenders as well, so they'll probably keep him.
But no, I think players like players that we've got to know up in Scotland at Rangers, like your Jamie Murphy and Candace banging in the right hand side, I think it can only mean good things. Again, all this is in an ideal world. We get the loan spells, we get Gerrard.
Okay then, so just to end it then, next season you have Gerrard, where do you finish?
Second.
Above the mighty Aberdeen?
100%, aye.
That's offensive.
I would go as far to say second place, 5 points behind Celtic.
Challenging them all the way.
Aye.
Alright.
I think it could come down to like Helicopter Sunday, that sort of vibe. And then that'll give us the spirit to go on to the next season and fucking beat them. Who knows? But get a wee bit of European football. Not for to take on the Europe by storm, but purely get money.
Well, I mean, anything past the first round would be good for you, isn't it?
100%. Get past the first round, who knows, gets into group stages, maybe out of group stages.
Nah, I think group stages is pushing it a wee bit too far.
Nah, group stages. And then
you want group stages of the Europa League.
And then
Not hoping
get past that, put it in the quarters, that would be ideal.
Yeah, ideal and realistic aren't, two things that go hand in hand for you, are they?
Near Salah being top goal scorer all the way.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the rest of the things though, and I think I'm winning. Right, one more thing I want to talk to you about. That's been a pretty heavy football talk though. I did see an interesting stat before you arrived here, where I was looking for something else to talk about other than football.
Right.
Did you know, Jamie, that 65% of people aged between 11 to 18 don't know what a VHS is? It's just pretty bad, isn't it? And 85% say they don't own any DVDs or CDs. I can see why, but I don't know, 65% seems like a lot for not knowing what a VHS is. It did also say something like 20% didn't know what a DVD was, but I thought that was bullshit. That surely must be bullshit, folk just walk past HMV at points,
Aye. I don't know. I mean, it's nothing to be surprised about though.
No,
It
does. It didn't help as well. Today I realised it was 2 years since I've left school, so I'm getting old.
Streaming platforms have taken the world by storm.
No. I'm surprised that I'm genuinely quite surprised. Like fair enough. I expected the one about not using it, that sort of thing. I expect, but to actually not know what a VHS and that is anymore. I can things back from the I can what a record player is. I can what a rotary telephone is. To actually not know.
You know what they are, but if it's something I actually fucking use something.
I don't know, I reckon I could get most of them.
Yeah, I think, the thing is actually, coming back to that point, somebody says to you, go and play a record on this record player. It's not a difficult task.
Yeah.
You'd work at it because we know how to, go on Facebook and deal with this and that and...
Well, it's not even that, it goes back to what I told you before, we are genuinely the last of the analogue ages. Although we are more digital now, but you bear in mind, we would have started getting our first bits of proper technology, i.e. mobile phones or iPads and computers and that. We'd have started getting that about 11, 12, 13, that sort of age. Whereas you'll get now 4-year-olds that have phones and that
Aye, scary.
Means as well probably in the future that although we complain to our grandparents about how shite they are for working technology, it probably means we're going in exactly the same direction.
Potentially, aye. That's if we don't wait too bad big button. Yeah. But aye. Probably right with what you're saying.
True. Right, well, I think that's a good place to end it. We've had a long chat about football.
Aye.
Please the fans as always.
This podcast will be football related.
I might just change the title to Fortnite and then back the views up with it.
No, just change it to Liverpool Champions League final champions.
Don't jinx it, please don't jinx it. But yeah, well, I touch wood. There's actual proper wood as well, so you have a better chance.
Real oak shit right here. Nah, but my buying the title is Fortnite gameplay. We'll see how it goes there.
And until next week, if there's any of you here after that horrendous clickbait, I've been Whyte.
I've been Jamie Allan.
We'll see you next week, goodbye.
See you later.